The Grateful Grump Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is the Grateful Grump, and today we have the third installment of our podcast on the eating disorder. Is that what we call this podcast? We should come up with a better name, maybe, hey?
Yeah.
The Dad Tikki podcast on hard things? Any ideas? Do you got a suggestion? No?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's the third time, and we have some, I would say some terrible and at the same time exciting news to share. Is it a combination of excitement and terror, would you say? So what's happening? Tell us the news.
Well, I'm going back to Looking Glass for summer.
For our listeners, what is Looking Glass?
Looking Glass Residence is a residential treatment facility for people who struggle with eating disorders, such as myself.
Okay. All right. I've got a few questions I want to ask you. The first is, what led to your decision to go back into 3 months of residential treatment?
I think predominantly strong encouragement and recommendations from my support team and family. So that's like my doctor, dietitian, therapy people. Yeah, strong recommendations. They're like, things don't seem to be doing too well with you right now.
Okay.
And we think you need more support. And I don't feel the best myself either, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Something's up.
something kind of needs to change.
Yeah. And, you know, the wonderful added benefit to this is we were worried that maybe we would have to pay for it this time. You went there in 2024 as a minor, and now you're an adult. And we thought, oh no, it's going to cost thousands of dollars. But thankfully, Looking Glass has decided to take Tikki on without charge, which is a massive blessing for us. And I just want to say, for those of you who have followed this story, I heard from many of you who said, hey, look, if it costs money, we'll step up and help pay for it. And that means the world to us. Thank you for being willing to express your love in that tangible way if we needed it. But thankfully, we don't need it. Yes. Question number 2. How is your mindset different this time from last time?
I think last time I was more aligned with the eating disorder, sort of. But through the first time, I guess, I've kind of, that separation formed between the eating disorder and myself. And now I'm kind of a little bit more opposed to it. But somehow it's still really hard to let go of. So I kind of view this as like leveling up, like the next level. So I'm going in with a different mindset, hopefully going to come out and it can stick. Yeah. Maybe like, I think they talk about how like sometimes it's cyclical, but you're kind of going up and to the right in your process, maybe something like that. So it's like when you went in the first time, you were down here, and then you kind of went full circle, made some progress, then dipped a little, or A lot.
kind of
maybe.
a lot, and now hopefully, but the starting point for the second time round is here, whereas it was down there at the first time. That's kind of, is that what you mean? Is that what you're saying, sort of? Leveling up?
Maybe.
Is that a good visual?
Potentially. Sometimes it feels like I go even further back or down.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
1 step forward, 2 steps back sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 3. What does a future without Ed screaming in your ear look like? Like, just sort of, like, this is kind of the vision of somehow beyond. What can you see without having to constantly fight Ed? Is there a future beyond this that you can kind of glimpse?
It's very difficult to see that or imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of, that's like one of my goals this time is to gain a hope that it's possible that I might one day live without Ed.
Yeah. What is life without hope, hey? We need some hope. But I suppose, is there some wisdom in, you know, living in the moment? You know, if you look too far forward or too far backward, sometimes you get messed up, so you
Yeah.
kind of just have to take one step in the moment. Is that?
Yeah, sometimes, but also it's tricky because I think with the eating disorder, a lot of things are like in this moment, what's happening right now,
Yeah.
and sometimes you forget about your goals or maybe
see.
what you want to do. So, yeah, it's
I
like a
see.
bit of, it's a mix. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that hope has to live, right? Otherwise, despair will take over. Okay, well, I hope that's a goal that's achieved while you're in care. Question number 4. What are a few of your fears about this second treatment? Now, just for our listeners, it's 3 months. It's locked down, right? Like you can't just go out. There's like
It's intensive care.
it's
Intensive treatment.
It's
Yeah.
intensive treatment, right? So they don't mess around there. So what are a few of your fears about this second treatment?
There's so many.
There's so many.
There's so many.
What do you got?
I think some of these fears also stem from the eating disorder,
Yeah.
like the food, low activity,
Yeah.
relationships with residents,
Yeah.
relationship with the staff.
Yeah.
Coming back, a part of my mind is wondering, will they be annoyed that I'm coming back? Because I feel like I went back so many times. Yeah.
But they won't be annoyed, will they?
I don't think so.
No, they love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you have to face the eating disorder head on, and there's no escape really, is there? Whereas at home, sometimes you can let the eating disorder get in your head, and then you can make those choices which hurt you in the long run. Here, it's much harder to do that, eh? Yeah.
Much harder.
Question number 5. For those that don't understand an eating disorder, can you explain what's going on in your mind and how it affects your day-to-day life? Just like, think about this as like eating disorders for dummies, like people who just don't understand it. Can you help someone to say like the struggle? Is there like an analogy, a visual, anything at all that you can give?
It's so complex.
Yeah.
And I can't speak for every eating disorder.
Sure.
Because there's,
Well, how about
everyone has
yours?
a different
Let's start with
experience.
yours.
I don't really know what to say. It's just really hard to let go even if you want to. Some
Yeah.
people say it's like having a bad boyfriend that you can't
Yeah.
break up with, kind of.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a boyfriend. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I suppose that's a good illustration, right? You get so attached to this boyfriend who's actually bad for you,
yeah.
and you can't seem to break up with the boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone around you knows, Jiminy Crickets, Tikki, you got to break up with this guy. He's ruining your
Yeah.
life, and here you are hanging on. Okay, well, there you go. There's a good illustration, a good analogy. Ed, the boyfriend's name is Ed, and he's terrible. What word of encouragement do you have for others in similar situations? We have to believe that people who are watching this podcast or listening to this podcast have struggles with eating disorders or body dysmorphia issues or any kind of like addictive thing. We have to believe that there are people that can relate in some sense to what you're going through. Do you have a word of encouragement for them? I mean, this is so discouraging, but can we flip it for a minute? What do we got? Do we got a word of encouragement?
Originally, when I was thinking about these questions beforehand, I was thinking, I feel like I don't have anything to offer right now because I don't have a lot of hope myself. There's a little bit, and I feel like, who am I to say something when I've just gone so far backwards, or like when I'm going in the wrong way? So I feel like I don't have much to say or give right now.
How about this? Like, do you think it's taking courage for you to go back to Looking Glass?
Yeah.
Like, how much courage on a scale of 1 to 10? How courageous is this for you to go back to residential treatment after being out for 2 years?
Okay, so the courage has to overpower the fear in order for me to go.
Yeah.
And I'd say the fear is like a 9 out of 10, so the courage must be a 10 out of 10. I don't know, but part of me is just like, I just have to do this. I just have to go. Don't think about it too much. Like, sort of if you're jumping off like a diving board into a pool and
Yeah.
you're kind of scared, but you know you're going to be okay kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the word of encouragement is somehow connected to the courage that you've mustered up to do this. You know, it takes a lot of courage to face your fear. And Tikki has a nightmarish terror of something connected to food, body image, a half a dozen other things. And she's facing her fears. And maybe the word of encouragement for those listening is that you can face your fear too. And you can take that step forward, or to use Tikki's analogy, that step off the diving board. It's very scary, but to get help, we got to take that step, and that's what you're doing. Question number 7. How can those who know and love you best support you as you leave home for a second time and move into this secure facility for 3 months of intensive therapy?
I'm not entirely sure. I think prayer.
Prayer, okay.
For those that are close to me, sometimes they let people come and visit. It's hard for me to get my mind around how many people actually care so much about me. Especially because it feels like, at least right now, I don't care a lot about myself. So it's like, why would other people care so much? And I feel honestly a little bit spoiled that they're letting me go back without charging me.
Well, Tikki, I think I can speak for the many, many people over the years who have reached out on socials and in the neighborhood and via text and phone calls that you are loved and you're valued and surrounded by hundreds of people who care deeply for you. We will pray, won't we? Yes, we will.
I mean, I guess all I can say is thanks.
All right. So this is the Grateful Grump and Tikki Tiger. That's what I used to call her when she was younger. Signing off our 3rd installment. Tikki goes to treatment on Tuesday, so just 3 days from now, and she'll be locked up. That's kind of a rough way of saying it, but you kind of are.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you want to leave, you can be like, I quit. And leave. Like, they're not going to restrain you, but it's like you're intentional about it and you want something better.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So we want something better. We're praying for that. Thank you again for everyone, your love and support, and we won't be able to see you for a while, but we'll be able to see you as soon as we can, hey? Okay. I love you.